हाँ जी 9 बज गए हैं. Yes, hello everyone and welcome once again to MJ's Maths and Stats. That's MJ Magic Studio to you. I am your host, your host, and always in the ghost mode, Mohit Jain, with good samples, your questions of all different topics related to time and work, pipe and system. I've selected this 15 question which will cover more or less all different type of question which are asked in this particular topic. And as we know, if we are preparing for TCS Ninja or TCS NQT, 2 questions in numerical ability are always from time and work plus / pipes and systems, which also works on the same rule as of time and work. If you want to go in detail with all the rules of time and work, please go through rule number 8, the CM rule. The link is given in the description below. So on this note, let's start our question. With each question, I'll try to revise the concept again and we'll try to solve it. So let's start now. Okay, the first question, and I think we would start dealing with masala formula. And what was that masala formula? MDH M1 D1 H1 by W1 equals M2 D2 H2 by W2. M is the labor force, W is the work to be done, D is day, H is hour, that is the time variable. A contractor undertakes to dig a canal 12 km long in 350 days and he employs 45 men. This is given. After 200 days, what is happening? He finds that only 4.5 km of work is done using 45 men. Find the number of extra men he must employ. Let he employ X number of extra men to finish the work on time, and the time remaining with us is 350 minus 200, that is 150 days, and the work remaining is 12 minus 4.5, that is 7.5. Now with this data we can use in our masala format and easily we can find the value of X. So M is this, and this is D. There is no H given, make it constant, and this is the work done. So first set, 45 men in 200 days completing 4.5 km of the work. Now let us take as M into how many days? 150 days would be completing 7.5 km of the work. This goes 10 times, this will go 20 times, and this is 2, and this becomes 100. So total men required to complete the remaining work in the remaining time are 100. But we already have 45 men with us. That means extra men required are 100 minus 45, that is 55. Don't mislead yourself, don't mark on 45. I've seen many places that people have solved 55 but they are marking on 45. Is just we need to have a control over that vision also. Answer is 55, that is in option B. Okay, let's take this. This is a bit different from the previous one. A team of 30 men can do a work in 38 days. Okay. After 25 days, 5 more men were employed and the work was finished 1 day earlier. So after 25 days, we are left with 13 days, but work was completed 1 day earlier. That means work got completed in 12 days. If 5 more men were employed, that means if 35 men are employed, then the remaining work is completed in 12 days. Now what is the question? How many days would it have been delayed if 5 more men were not employed? That means the second group of MD is If 30 men are there, in how many days they would be completing the work? We have the masala formula with us. M1 D1 equals to M2 D2 we will use here because their hours is not given and the work done by both the group is same. So we are left with 35 into 12 M1 D1 equals to M2 into D2 is X simply. We can use the masala formula now. So X is 62, 65 and 57. X is 14 days. That means if there is no 5 more men employed, work would be completed in 14 days. Now the question is, what would be the delay? Originally they have got 13 days to work, but now they would be taking up 14 days to complete without 5 new men. That means delay will be of 14 minus 13, that is 1 day. 1 day delay will be there if 5 more men are not employed. Masala format rocks. Now the introduction of Rule 8, the CM rule in many questions begins. A and B together can complete a work in 8 days. A and B are working, they will take 8 days. B and C together in 12 days. All of them together in 6 days. That means if A, B, C are working together, they will take 6 days. Question asked is, how much time will A and C together take to complete the work? We are looking out for the value of A plus C. We can use our CM rule like anything in these kind of question and all the answers we can get in one go. Mathematically, just tell me how we can get A plus C from these 3 equations. If A and C I want, if I deduct this, then both A plus B will be gone. And if I deduct this, if I add this and then deduct this, I will get the value of B. That is the best part. So first let us find the time taken by B. How we can get it? I will add these two, A plus B plus B plus C, and if I deduct A, B, C, what I am left with B. That means 8 and 12 should be added and 6 would be in the parenthesis. And what is the rule? Find the common multiple of 6, 8, 12, that is 48. 48 by 6, 8 into 6 minus 8. 48 by 8 is 6. 48 by 12 is 4. Now simply add up. 6 plus 4 is 10, minus 8 is 2. That means time taken by B alone to complete the work is 48 by 2, that is 24 days. Now easily we can find the value of A and C. How? A, B, C together takes 6 days. B alone takes 24 days. To find what time will A and C take, we need to use our subtraction rule. From A, B, C, if I subtract B, I'll get A plus C. And what is our subtraction rule? Subtraction rule is product by difference. 24 minus 6 is 18. 3 and this go 8. That means A and C together will take 8 days to complete the work. To dwell deeper into the concept of CM and this LCM rule, link is there in the description. Go through the CM rule very thoroughly, and then our life at solving time and work question will really become very easy. Now yes, you must be shocked, the same question again. Yes, I have done this solution with CM rule in 2 parts. Can we do it in one single go? Let's see how. A, B, C together 6 days. A and B 8 days. B and C 12 days. Can I write A, B, C again? 6 days. Now if I add these two and subtract this, let's see the mathematics here. A, B gone if subtracted and B, C gone if subtracted. We would be left with what? Only A and C. That means the drill is we'll add 6 plus 6 and then subtract 8 and 12. CM 48. 48 by 6, 8. 48 by 6, 8. 48 by negative 8 is negative 6. 48 by negative 12 is negative 4. So 16 minus 10 is 6. A plus C together will take 48 by 6. Bingo. That is 8 days to complete the work. Option A fits in, and CM rule rules. Okay, another question to dwell deeper into the CM rule along with the subtraction and addition rule. If we remember, addition rule was product by sum, and while we are subtracting, we were using product by difference along with the CM rule. A and B together can complete a piece of work in 24 days. A, B will take 24. B and C together will take 30 days. C and A together, that means A and C together, will take 40 days. How many days will each take separately to complete the same work? Wonderful. Now we see here the mathematics is, if we add up all three, we'll get twice of A plus B plus C. And here we know the rule for addition, that is simply finding out the common multiple. 120 by 24 is 5, by 30 is 4, by 40 is 3, adding up that is 12. Now 120 by 12 is 10. That means 2 times the group ABC will complete the work in 10 days working together. That means ABC together will be completing the work in 10 into 2, that is 20 days. Bingo. Now we can find the value of ABC individually using this subtraction principle 3 times. If from ABC I subtract AB, I will get C. Now AB is 24, so subtraction rule says product into difference. That means C will take 120 days. Now from ABC, if I subtract BC, I will get the value of A. Product rule says product by difference, that is 60 days. Now from ABC, I subtract A and C, I will get B, and subtraction rule says product by difference, that is 40. So ABC individually will take 60, 40 and 120 days. 60, 40, 120 days to complete the same work. Option A is the best fit in. Another tale in the world of time and work. Okay, with the CM. A and B can separately complete a piece of work in 20 and 30 days. A can complete in 20 days and B can complete the same work in 30 days. Fair enough. They worked together for some time, then B left the work. They were working together, then B left the work. If A completed the rest of the work in 10 days, then B worked for how many days? We can use our fraction format very easily. We can say that B worked for X days, then A worked for X plus 10 days, and the work is completed. You can solve it using fraction method also. X plus 10 by 20 plus X by 30 is equals to 1. Take LCM, multiply and solve it. 5x equals to 30, you will get x equals to 6. Straight away answer is A. Fair enough. But what about our CM rule? Can we use our CM rule like anything? And let's try how CM rule work. Common multiple of 20 and 30, 60. What is the efficiency of A? 60 by 20, that is 3 units per day. Efficiency of B is 2 units per day. Rest of the work is completed by A in 10 days. In 10 days, how many units can A produce? 3 into 10, that is 30 units. That means A and B together have produced 60 minus 30, that is 30 units. And what was their working rate? Their working rate was they were producing 5 units per day. That means A and B worked for 6 days. B worked for 6 days. Option A fits in. Okay, now these the question which is on our screen are very famously done with help of fraction method, and quickly we can do that with fraction method also. There is no harm in it. But here my focus is, can we do it with the CM method quickly, and let's see how. A, B and C can finish a work in 10 days, B in 12 days and C in 15 days. Straight away 60. 60 by 10, 6. 60 by 12, 5. 60 by 15, 4. This is the first step I always do. Now I'll read the question. They start working together. If B stops after 2 days, that means B only work for 2 days. That means B produces 10 units. How long will it take for A and C to finish the remaining work? B have produced 10 units. Total work to be done was 60 units. Work remaining is 50 units. And A and C together are producing 10 units per day. That means they together will take 5 days. Now, what is the question? How long would it take A and C to finish the remaining work? They worked with B for 2 days. The remaining work by them would be completed in 3 more days. Option A fits in. Now one more typical situation where people are working, and let's see how CM rules here. A can complete a work in 10 days, B in 12, C in 15, and I know my first drill. CM, they need to produce 60 units, then A efficiency rate is 6 units per day. Similarly for B is 5 units per day, and C is 60 by 15, that is 4 units per day. Now let's read. All of them begin the work together, but A had to leave the work after 2 days of the start. That means A worked for 2 days and left. A produces 12 units. This is from the starting. And B 3 days before the completion of the work. Now learn the trick here. If from the starting they are working and then leaving, that data is given, we can find that how many units are produced by them. A have produced 12 units, we can deduct it. Now remaining units are only 48 units that need to be done by B and C. But what happened? B left 3 days before completion. What we will do? Multiply 5 by 3. In this case, do not deduct, add up, because 3 days work of B, which was supposed to be done by B, is now not done by B. So 5 into 3 is 15. Total 63 units now left. Need to be done by B and C. In what rate? At what rate? 9 units per day. So if they produce 9 units per day, in how many days they would be producing 63 units? 63 by 9, that is 7 days. How long did the work last? Work lasted for 7 days. Now you want to cross check, see the amazing check. A works for 2 days. A make 12 units. B work for 3 less days. 7 minus 3 is 4. 4 into 5 is 20. B produces 20 units. C completely works for 7 days. 7 into 4, 28 units. 20, 40, 50, 60. That was the work to be done. CM rule again hits the bell. 7 days would be the total time to complete the work. Now, yes, it's time now to practice alternative time work, or alternative here. What is the time? Time is in hours. Alternative hours work pattern. Two women, Alice and Emma, working separately can mow a field in 8 hours and 12 hours respectively. Straight away, CM24, effectiveness of A is 3 units per hour and B is 2 units per hour. Now let's see what is given. If they work in stretches of 1 hour alternatively, Alice beginning at 9 am, when will the mowing be finished? And we know the drill for this. Just write the pattern. Pattern is A and then E. Now what will happen when A will come? When A will come, she will produce 3 units. Then B will come and in 1 hour she will produce 2 units. Keep on writing 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2 till the time you reaches the total of 24. That's it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 23. Here we have reached the total of 23. That means when Emma will come, she need to produce only 1 units in her given time. Now, Emma takes 1 hour to produce 2 units. So, Emma will take how much time to produce 1 unit? Obviously, 1 by 2 hour. How many hours is taken? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9.5. Work is completed in 9.5 hours. Alice began at 9 am. 9 am plus 9.5 is 18.5 minus 12. 6.5. Work is completed at 6:30 pm. When will the work is finished? Work will be completed exactly at 6:30 pm. Please do not use fraction method. It's an advice, do not use fraction method in alternative times work format. Do not use. Always use the CM rule to solve these kind of questions. Okay, one more same data question, and this time we have ND and Betty. ND can work separately, can mow a field in 12 hours, and Betty can complete that in 15 hours. We know the first primary drill, CM60, 5 units, and B 4 units. They work alternatively each for 1 hour. Okay, ND beginning. Okay, it will go like AB, AB at 5 am. So if you go like AB, AB, it will go like 549, 5418, 5427, 5436, and then 5445, and then 5 more, 54. That gives us what? 45, 54. So 54 units done, and then will come A producing 5 units. 59 units done. B will come and produce the last 68 unit in 1 by 4. Yes, because B is completing 4 units in 1 hour, he will take 1 by 4 of the time. That is 1 by 4 would be 15 minutes. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 and 1, 13. 13 hours, 15 minutes to complete the job. 5 plus 13 is 18 minus 12 is 6. That means 6:15 pm. They have started at 5 am, 12 hours, 5 pm, 1 hour 15 minutes. 6:15 pm, work would be exactly completing. Option B fits in. Okay, for this session, the first question from pipe and cistern and the working rule is same. Whatever we use in time and work, CM rule, we can use the same concept here. Let's see what it is. 2 pipes A and B can fill a tank in. A takes 24 minutes and B takes 32 minutes. Straight away, I thought of 8 into 3 is 24 into 4. Let this be the CM. That is 12 into 8. Yes, 96. 96 liters is the capacity of the tank maybe. So the efficiency of A is 8 into 3, 4 liters per minute pumping in, and efficiency of B is 3 liters per minute pumping in water. If both the pipes are opened simultaneously, after how much time should B be closed? B need to be closed so that the tank is full in 18 minutes. Then which pipe was working throughout? Pipe A was working throughout for 18 minutes. Then what is the volume of water pumped in by pipe A? That is 18 into 4. 18 into 4 is 72 liters. A pumped in 72 liters. Subtract that. B pumped in 24 liters at the rate of 3 liter per minute. That means B have worked for 24 by 3, 8 minutes. If both the pipes are working simultaneously, after how much time B should be closed? B should be closed after 8 minutes. Option C, best fit in. Okay, the next one also what we have is, yes, from pipe and cistern. Let's see. A tank is filled by pipe in 32 minutes. Pipe A can fill this in 32 minutes. And by pipe B in 36 minutes. Pipe B can fill this in 36 minutes. When it is full, it can be emptied by pipe C in 20 minutes. That means when C is working, it is working negative. That's why I put in parenthesis, negative. If it is working with along these two, it is actually taking out water. And these two are pumping in. These all are inlay pipe and this is outlay pipe. If all the three pipes are opened simultaneously, half of the tank will be filled in how much? Straight away. Use cm. What should be the cm of this? This is 4 into 5. This is 4 into 8. We need one more 8. And this is 6 into 6. That is 4 into 9. We need 9. That's it. 32 is 4 into 8. 5 into 9, 45. 36 is 4 into 9, so this will give us 40. And 20, this will give a minus 72. And we know the simple rule, just add up. 85 minus 72. 85 minus 72 is 13. And how much is this? 72 into 20 is 1440. That means if A, B and C are working together, total time required would be 1440 by 13 minutes to fill the entire tank. This is the time required for entire tank. But they have asked how much time it will take to fill half the tank. Obviously, this is time for the entire tank. For half the tank, we will need half of the time. That would be 720 by 13. And 5 times 65, yes, we can have a calculator. 720 divided by 13 is 55. 55 into 13 is actually 715. So it is 55, 5 by 13 minutes for half the tank to be filled. 55, 5 by 13 hours. Okay, but all these are given in minutes. So answer should be actually none of the above. But I think that these units have wrongly typed. Maybe if all those are minutes, then answer is 55, 5 by 13 minutes. Or if these all are hours, then answer is 55, 5 by 13 hours. If it deliberately, these things are given in minutes and this is in hours, then obviously we need to mark none of the above because answer is 55, 5 by 13 minutes. Now working on the same line of pipes and cistern, let's take up one more. Two taps can separately fill a cistern in 10 minutes and 15 minutes respectively. A can fill this in 10 minutes, B can fill this in 15 minutes. And when the waste pipe is open, they can fill it in 18 minutes. That means when A and B are working together and C, suppose that is the waste pipe is open, I'm denoting it by minus C, then it will take 18 minutes. The waste pipe can empty the full cistern. I need the value of C or minus C, whatever. Easily I can get. If from this particular equation, mathematically, I deduct these two, I'll get the value of minus C. So minus C for me would be From 18, I need to deduct these two. And we know the drill. Let's have the CM. That is 2 into 5, 5 into 3, 3 into 2 is 6, and 6 into 3. Done. So this would be minus 9 when this is divided by minus 10. This is divided by minus 15, it would be minus 6. This is divided by 18, it would be 5. So 9 plus 6 is 15, minus 5, this will give minus 10. That means minus C is 10 into 9 divided by minus 10, that is giving us minus 9. That means C is going to take 9 minutes to empty the full cistern. The waste pipe can empty the full cistern in 9 minutes, and that is in option D. Okay, another one from pipe and cistern, and with alternative hour work or alternative minutes work, whatever we have in this. A tank has two pipes. The first pipe can fill it in 45 minutes. A is inlay pipe, can fill it in 45 minutes. And the second one can empty it in 1 hour. B is the outlay pipe which can empty this in 60 minutes. Now straight away, if I take CM, that is common multiple, 15 into 4 into 6, or 2 gone then 3, whatever. So 45 is 15 into 3 gone, so this is input is 4 liter per minute, and 60 gone, outlay is 3 liters per minute. So when A is open, it is pumping in water at the rate of 4 liters per minute, and B is pumping in water at the rate of 3 liter per minute. Very good. In what time will the empty tank be filled if the pipe be opened one at a time in alternative minutes? That means in the first minute, 4 liter is coming in. Then in the second minute, 3 liter is going out. That means in total 2 minutes, only 1 liter water is pumped in. And what is the capacity of the tank? Capacity of the tank is 180 liters. Now what is happening in 2 minutes? Every 2 minutes, 1 liter water is pumped in. Inlay pipe is 4 liter pumping rate. So what is the trick? The trick is, what is the capacity of the tank? 180 liter. Subtract 4 liter from it. Simply. Then we'll get 176 liter. Now tell me, 176 liter water will be pumped in how many minutes? In 2 minutes, 1 liter is pumped in. That means 176 liter would be pumped in. 176 into 2. 12, 1 and 35. 352 minutes. By the end of 352 minutes, 176 liter water is there in the tank. Now what will happen? Now A will come and perform. A will come and perform for how many minutes? 1 minute. And A will pump in how many liters? 4 liter. Now we will have 180 liter in the tank in 353 minutes. 353 minutes when converted into hours is 5 hours 53 minutes. The tank would be filled up in 5 hours 53 minutes. Option D fits in. Okay, let's see what's this another one. Two person A and B can do a work alone in 29 days. That means A can also do it in 29 days and B can also do it in 29 days. Suppose A takes the rest of 1 day after every 4 days. Okay. And B takes the rest of 1 day after every 5 days. If A and B start working together, then the work will be completed on, simply let the work need to be done is to produce 29 units. A's efficiency is 1 unit per day and B's efficiency is also 1 unit per day. Now what is happening on first, second, third, fourth, fifth? Let me have few days with me and then we can frame the cycle. Every day A and B are working, but A is taking rest on the 5th day after every 4 days, and B is taking rest on the 6th day because he is resting after 5 days. So on day 1, number of units produced are 2, then 2, then 2, then 2. On the 5th day, only B is working, that means number of units produced are 1. On the 6th day, only A is working, number of units produced are 1. That means by the end of 6 days, 2, 2, 2, 8 and 10, 10 units are completed by the end of 6 days. That means by the end of 12th day, again by the end of 12th day, 20 units are completed. By the end of 13, 14, 15, 16 days, 28 units are completed. On 17th day, they will produce the last unit, that is the 29th unit. Work would be completed in 17 days. Option B fits in. Okay, moving to the last question of this session. I can understand we should be practicing more, but it's fine. Let it be the last for this session. And what miscellaneous property I would be using in this particular question is, suppose A takes X times what B and C take to complete the work. B take Y times what A and C takes to complete the work, and C take Z times what A and B takes to complete the work. And if A, B, C working together takes P days to complete the work, then we can use directly A will take X plus 1 into P days, B will take Y plus 1 into P days, and C will take Z plus 1 into P days to complete the work working alone. Straight away we can use this formula. To do a certain piece of work, B would take 3 times as long as A and C, and C would take 2 times as long as A and B together takes. The 3 men working together can complete the work in 10 days. That means value of P is 10. That means B alone can do it in 3 plus 1 into 10, that is 40 days. And C alone can do it in 2 plus 1 into 10, that is 30 days. Now the individual time is here. How long A take by himself to complete the same piece of work? We know A, B, C is how much? 10. B is 40. C is 30. From A, B, C, if I deduct B and C, I will get the value of A. CM 120 by 10 is 12. 120 by minus 40 is minus 3. 120 by minus 30 is minus 4. 112 minus 7 is 5. That means A alone will take 120 by 5. That is 24 days to complete the work. Option A fits in. We have used our miscellaneous property to find this value directly, and then we can use our rule number 8 to find the value of A. On this note that you will practice, and please do practice and go through rule 8 again and keep practicing these kind of questions, and use rule 8 wherever possible. It's a fantastic rule, believe me. Link is there in the description. Please go and visit and watch it again.